Yeah.
4,
Think on that
3,
hill.
2, 1, go!
Welcome everyone, Bike Life with Rob. This is Arcadia Grit and Gravel. As you can see, it's rainy, it's wet. I saw the rain forecast change for this and pretty much dreaded the race all the way coming into it. Didn't warm up good enough. I didn't come into this race mentally prepared to do what I needed to do. So I just kind of sat here in the middle of the pack as we came down the road, when I should have made my way more up toward the front where you see the guy in the orange there, and sat up in that area. But instead I just sat back here, which was fine until it wasn't fine. Climbing this hill here, and I'm starting to look down, and I'm just looking at the tire in front of me, and right there is when I noticed there's a gap forming. And by that time, going up that hill, coming off the hill, I lost the lead group, and at that point it was all over, even though I kept pushing and pushing to stick with them, because you can still see them ahead actually for quite a while. I probably, I don't know, 5 miles, maybe 6 miles I hung on to just, you know, seeing that group up there, and wasted a ton of energy. Yes, that was the epic curse word of it's over. So I stopped pushing, and I saw some guys coming up behind me, so I decided to conserve some energy. There's a pretty long climb coming up, and so that's what I did. Let these guys go on by me, and then I just hunkered onto the back of the pack. Since I don't have a rear-facing camera, I don't have nicknames for everyone because I can't identify everyone. That is Noah's Ark right there in the red, right in front of me there. And in front of him, that's the Zamboni driver. Other than that, I don't have a clue who's who. And to be honest, right after this little episode here, there's not much footage of anyone else because I raced most of the race all by myself. I didn't do a rear-facing camera for the obvious reasons here that that camera would be covered in mud and you wouldn't see anything. As you can see, as we start to go up this long hill, I don't know, I think it's a mile maybe? Mile and a half. I don't remember the length of the hill, but this guy next to me and I, we kind of drop everyone, and him and I go all the way to the top. And my goal was to get into the single track before him because he's not on a mountain bike, and so that's what I did. I made sure that I went into the single track before him, and he hung on for a little bit, but I mean, up a couple hills. Actually, it was more going down a few hills. I totally lost him. I can imagine being on that bike, greasy corners. That's not very fun with the bike he was on. I know I would be going way slow as well. So it was just me, all by myself, all by my lonesome. Coming down the corner here, you hear the fans. Thanks to all the volunteers at this race, out at all the points where we need help, you know, with the course and where to go. These guys are out here standing in the rain, in the wet, in the wind. So kudos to them. I have some decent footage here still of what the trail looked like. This hill was complete black mud. I did not have the proper tire on, so my rear tire, even with all my weight on the back, was spinning going up that hill back there. Crazy. Some of these corners were really greasy. Wish I was wearing one of those yellow ponchos.
Great, isn't it?
to the end of the race here already, and there was a brand new section, some fun. That was actually a fun section that I was ripping through because the dirt was pretty grippy, and I wish my GoPro wouldn't have died,
You get it?
but it died, and I didn't get that on video. Coming into the finish here, an unfortunate thing happens here. There were these little like snow markers to mark the course, and they're all sticking straight up except that one hanging down that I didn't see in time, and it went into my rear brake and completely stopped me, so I had to run into the finish. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and share, and we'll see you on the next ride.